Hello and welcome to National Focus for Wednesday, October 9, 2024. I am Julian Morris. In the headlines, over 230 cruise ship calls expected for the new cruise season. A call for integration within OECS to combat healthcare access and delivery issues. An environment minister calls for greater concern for the environment. The details of the headline stories and more when we return.
Are you ready? Dominica invites the world to celebrate the biggest and most anticipated music festival in the Caribbean 2024, October 25 to 27 at the Windsor Park Stadium in Roseau. 3 nights, 1 stage, non-stop action. Get your ticket now at dominicafestivals.com. Dominica's World Creole Music Festival.
Welcome back. The Celebrity Summit from Celebrity Cruises made its inaugural visit to Dominica today for the official start of the 2024-2025 cruise season. CEO of Discover Dominica Authority Marva Williams says that this visit by the Celebrity Summit marks the start of a promising cruise season with over 230 cruise ship calls.
This year, we anticipate 235 cruise calls, an 11% increase from last year's 212 vessels. Even more remarkable is our expectation of hosting approximately 375,000 passengers, a significant 22% rise from last season's 306,601 visitors. These numbers reflect the growing trust and enthusiasm that cruise lines have for our beautiful island as a premier destination.
Williams says last season 234,618 cruise passengers disembarked on our shores.
With 131,264 engaging in tours showing our stunning scenery and rich culture. With this year's increase in cruise calls and passenger arrivals, we are poised for even greater engagement and exploration. We are particularly excited to announce that 12 ships, including those like Bella, Explorer, Sapphire Princess, Majestic Princess, Resilient Lady, will make their inaugural visits to our shores. This diversification enhances our offerings and strengthens Dominica's position on the global cruise map.
Ms. Williams says Dominica has made significant strides in elevating its service in anticipation of the start of the cruise season.
In preparation for this promising season, we have made a concerted effort during the off-season to elevate our service quality. The Elevate Your Service training series has empowered 189 service providers with the essential skills that foster a culture of excellence. This initiative is crucial for encouraging repeat visits and enhancing Dominica's reputation among new visitors.
Mayor of Roseau, Sandra Ermine Royer, welcomed the captain and crew.
Each season a success. Your dedication ensures that Dominica remains a preferred destination for visitors. Wherever they arrive by sea or air, to our esteemed visitors aboard the Celebrity Summit, and to those who will arrive throughout the season, I wish you a memorable, adventurous, new friendship and deep connection with the beauty and culture of Dominica. You are welcome here. Please enjoy yourself. And when you go back, you let everybody know that we are really the Nature Isle. And please, I hope you all will be around for our excellent Creole Festival, the best in the world.
For the ship's captain, it's not his first visit to Dominica.
I believe this is my 11th. I can only say good words. You are very kind, you are beautiful people, and you are very welcoming. Thank you for that. I'm sure I want to wish you all health, first of all, good weather, and a great season. Thank you very much for your welcome. You are always welcome on our ship as well, and we will be seeing you every week. Thank you.
Head of the Human and Social Division at the OECS Commission, Mrs. Cicera Simon, says there must be integration among OECS member states in order to combat the issue of healthcare access and delivery. She made that statement while addressing the opening ceremony of the 37th OECS meeting of the Pooled Procurement Services Policy Board. The meeting began Monday and was held under the theme Beyond Borders, Breaking Barriers and Empowering Change in Healthcare Access and Delivery. Mrs. Simon says access to healthcare and delivery has become one of the more critical issues facing the health sector. She highlighted the vital importance of thinking outside the box to effectively tackle these challenges.
Innovative thinking is essential for a successful response, particularly in the context of regional integration, which is a fundamental strategic objective for the OECS Commission. We all know too well the barriers we face in accessing and delivering healthcare, both as individual nations and as a collective region. Structural challenges rooted in our geographic size, fiscal constraints, and our susceptibility to climate change pose significant obstacles.
The frequency of natural disasters has also proven to be a hindrance in overcoming these barriers. She says there must be a holistic approach when addressing the issue of access to healthcare.
When we speak about healthcare access, it is important to recognize the interconnectedness of the 4 A's: accessibility, availability, acceptability, and affordability. Too often, we address these factors in isolation, without fully considering how they interact. Economic barriers, for example, remain a significant challenge. Families bear a heavy financial burden as out-of-pocket healthcare costs can reach almost 55% of total health financing in certain countries, as reported by PAO.
Efforts to provide fair access are further complicated in underserved and rural communities due to geographical and cultural limitations.
We must begin by leveraging technology. Innovations such as telemedicine, mobile health platforms, electronic health records offer opportunities to streamline services, making healthcare more patient-centered and accessible, particularly in remote areas. Equally important is the political commitment. As a regional bloc, we have the power to drive these policy changes that reflect our shared priorities and goals.
Community involvement must also play a central role in improving healthcare access and delivery.
Empowering individuals to take responsibility for their own health is critical to fostering a culture of well-being. This is in line with the old saying, prevention is better than cure. This is a fundamental principle, or should be a fundamental principle, of modern healthcare. At the same time, we must strengthen strategic collaborations across sectors, harnessing partnerships that allows us to share resources, knowledge, and expertise. Finally, we must embrace innovative models of care and improve the metrics we use to measure success. Better data means better decision making, and this will translate to healthier outcomes for our people.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation has raised alarm over the indiscriminate dumping of a significant amount of non-biodegradable waste in the Bois Diaby area in the vicinity of the Emerald Pool, one of Dominica's foremost natural attractions. The dumping was discovered by a member of the public who reported it to the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation.
First of all, let me congratulate the member of the public who actually saw the activity and reported to the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation. What we have seen here today is members of our public disregard the environment and dump indiscriminately. And as you're aware, the area is known as the Cassibridge Junction, which we have the Emerald Pole in close proximity. And the area wherein the material was disposed of, it would eventually leach into the Emerald Pool.
Solid Waste has removed the items. The perpetrator will be identified and billed for the cost of removal and transportation of the material to the central landfill. Upon refusal to pay the fee, the matter will be brought before the courts, where a maximum penalty of $5,000 could be imposed.
But again, we want to appeal to the general public that the whole issue of waste management, environmental preservation is not just that of the Waste Management Authority. We want to again encourage the general public that there is a sanitary landfill at Fokole, and wherever you are cleaning your yard, your home, or whatever cleanup activity that you are undertaking, that you should transport that material to the facility. If you are undertaking cleanup activities and you may have utilized a hauler, ensure that the individual bring to you as form of payment a slip that could be used to verify that the material was actually deposited at the sanitary landfill. So that could close the loop on illegal dumping.
The Bon Trois-Pitons National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site protected by law. There are several offenses associated with illegal dumping and littering in Dominica.
Any person who throws down, drops, or otherwise deposits litter from any motor vehicle or upon any public place is guilty of an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $200 and imprisonment of 3 months.
There are consequences for any individual found dumping waste indiscriminately, to include along the highways.
Under Section 8 of the Environmental Health Services Act, Chapter 4201, Road and Control, no person shall place, leave, or dump any waste, animal or vegetable matter, or any dead animal or garbage, rubbish or trash in any occupied or unoccupied premises or any vacant lot or any lane, alley, road, street, or highway. Any person who fails to comply with these regulations or with any notice served thereunder is guilty of an offense and liable on summary conviction to a fine of $1,000 or to imprisonment for a term of 3 months, or both such fine and imprisonment, and in addition, in the case of continuing offense, to a fine of $100 for each day the offense continues.
The officials say the indiscriminate dumping of refuse is all too common.
We have been observing it in different areas. We observed it in Cochrane, in Taro, in Jimit, in different areas where persons tend to believe that they are hiding the trash. But technically what they are doing, they are creating a hazard, they are creating areas where our wildlife can thrive, can eat such garbage. And at the end of the day, persons who tend to eat the same wildlife can be affected as well.
Minister for the Environment, Honorable Cozier Frederick, says we have a unique opportunity to keep Dominica clean and green.
We have systems in place to ensure that the country remains clean and green. However, these systems have to be used by the citizens. And so, for instance, we have a landfill at the Fokule area where we do tipping of solid waste material. And also we're encouraging folks to use bins at their homes. An idea that comes out of my heritage, of Kainago heritage, is one that speaks to zero waste. Basically separating waste at your home, ensure that the biodegradable waste can go back into the soil to become fertilizers. So your food peelings, food material. And also you could recycle materials like plastic containers, bottles, etc.
The Honourable Minister is calling on Dominicans to take more seriously the concept of caring for the environment.
It's very disheartening to be in the heart of the island, where we go to the east, in the wonderful communities of Cassibridge, the Kainago territory, and further down is the southeast, La Plaine, Grand Fort, Delis, and to see that there appears to be an indiscriminate dumping of waste material. It appears to us to be very organized. The perpetrators have gone and got proper bags. They have stored the stuff in the bags and discard it along the open highway. And so we want to ensure that everyone play their part. In every country, every citizen has a right. And that right is entrenched in our constitution. But also, with those rights, we have to have responsibilities. And so I just want to urge, as the Minister of Environment, someone from the Carnago space, a young person, in our time, when the history is written in our time, it will speak to us being citizens who helped protect the environment. And we have to all play our part.
The newly rebranded L'Express des Îles is partnering with Discover Dominica Authority and the Dominica Festivals Committee for the 24th edition of the World Creole Music Festival. L'Express des Îles, which is now under new management, has been rebranded as FRS L'Express des Îles.
Despite of these changes, we remain committed to providing the same great and reliable service that the people of Dominica has come to trust and rely on. As sponsors of the World Creole Music Festival, we are committed to supporting the success of the World Creole Music Festival by providing tickets for the artists and ancillary persons, as well as through the extensive advertisement of the event on the company's platform in the French West Indies.
The ferry service has made scheduled changes meant to facilitate visitors coming into Dominica for the festival.
As an official transportation business partner, we understand that the inflow of visitors will increase, and so we have modified our schedules to Guadeloupe, Martinique, and St. Lucia to facilitate visitors' arrival, supporting Dominica's economic and social well-being even further. Customers can purchase a two-way ticket for only $360 EC. Interested persons can contact HHB Wichurch and Company Limited via shipping@wichurch.com or by calling 255-1166 for booking. Also, tickets can be purchased through Network Trading Inc. in Pottersville, which is a sub-agent for FRS L'Express des Îles.
FRS L'Express des Îles has commended the DDA-DFC for their efforts so far in the lead-up to the festival.
If the demand increases, we are prepared to add even more callings to Dominica in the upcoming weeks. On behalf of the Managing Director, the directors, management, and staff of both FRS L'Express des Îles and HHB Wichurch and Company Limited, we would like to commend the team at Discover Dominica Authority for their fantastic work thus far that has been done, and we wish them success in delivering the World Creole Music Festival edition number 24.
You are watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. Infinite Entertainment Inc. is one of the World Creole Music Festival's fringe partners again this year. They stage Rise and Wine each year as one of the fringe events during the Creole Festival season. Damien Sorrendo, one of the organizers, says they are ready to bring on the 6th edition of the event.
This year, once again, we're taking over the iconic Botanic Gardens on Sunday, October 20th from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. and it promises to be bigger and better than ever before. Headlining this unforgettable morning is none other than international soca superstar, Lyrical, straight out of Trinidad and Tobago, and joining him on stage will be the electrifying Rigo Suave, the stage god from New York City, and the dynamic DJ Blaze from St. Martin.
Sorrendo says this event will be hosted by Trinidadian Patrick the Hype Man Anthony. They will also be turning up the energy with some of the island's best DJs.
Just to name a few, Major Mystic, Unstoppable DJs, that's Unstoppable Shacks and DJ Slim, DJ Snow, DJ Rems, DJ Athi, DJ Silent, and more. Plus, get ready for live performances from our very own Pudas, Kenny G, and the phenomenal Signal Band. This lineup is guaranteed to keep the vibes up all morning long. As always, patrons who arrive early are in for a treat. We've got a special surprise for the ladies this year that you won't want to miss. So be sure to arrive early to be able to experience it.
Sorrento assures patrons it's an experience to look forward to.
We've lined up a fantastic selection of local vendors to satisfy your cravings throughout the event. You'll find everything from Patty Shack's famous patties and rotis to Twilight offering all your favorite waters, goat water, fish water, shato water, to Happy Box, first-time vendor for Rise and Wine. They'll be serving tacos, wraps, and meat boxes, and Remy's Kitchen with black and white pudding, sauce, and more.
And patrons of the World Creole Music Festival this year have the option of having the VIP experience again, which has become an annual staple. There are 3 tiers to the VIP experience.
There's a VVIP, very special, important people. And there it's an all-inclusive buffet setting where you are included in some special effects that the entire village would not necessarily have access to. So in the VIP, you have a special Johnny Walker tasting bar, and we're starting at Johnny Walker Black and up, all the way up to blue and green and swing, all night long, all 3 nights. We have our Saturday feature special that we always do at midnight. You need to be where the VIP is at midnight for that special. One year we had a sushi model. Last year we had an amazing steak carving station.
The PVIP is the party VIP.
That you have front stage access, which is always amazing. You can go and literally touch the artists. The VIP can join the PVIP. This is where the party and the action is happening. It is a village setting. We've chosen the best in Dominica village food to do various presentations on local delicacies that we expect. The entire VIP is curated so that you have a complete immersion in Dominica culture, Dominica music, and Dominica cuisine.
The organizers have also introduced something called the Ultra Experience.
There's a lot of intrigue about Ultra. Make no mistake, if you thought that the VIP and the PVIP was exceptional, wait for that Ultra Experience. A lot of it is going to be kept very secret, but know that from the moment you land in Dominica to your journey along the way to town, to while you're in Dominica, to experience and have a full immersion at the sites so that you can see and experience Dominica, to come in here to the realm for pre-limes, during limes, after limes, and an array of activities and discounts and gifts for your total enjoyment.
Coming up next, the Creole News Highlights with Jenna Jacob.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole, non monsieur Jenna Jacob. Division communautaire 88 pour faire activité 46 dans l'indépendance Dominique c'est un grand succès. Fois c'est Dominique paye nous cadeau nous. Officier communautaire Carlton Henry de nous compte ces activités pour semaine histoire.
Quand nous tous savons semaine ça là c'est semaine histoire Dominique avec nous avons célébré différentes langues là qui vivent en Dominique. Nous avons langage Kalinago, nous avons langage créole et nous avons langage Kokoyi. So semaine ça là nous avons mis attention à ces 3 différents langages là qui spécial pour Dominique. Jeudi qu'à venir nous avons lecture Ioli Blanc avec ça qui est dit dans UI Global Campus. Ça c'est jeudi jeudi li 10 octobre. Ça qui a pris place en dedans l'école UI Global Campus.
Tout bite Dominique se fois là pour petit village créole dans Sala. Od octobre 21 pour 24 en Botanic Gardens là. Tout bite qu'on manger, musique, danser et puis produit Dominique qui a sous exhibition. Public là que ça gagne, manger et puis boire local. Petit village organisé par ministre agriculteur, ministre touriste et puis ministre business. Officier communication en ministre agriculteur Petra Grell Shillingford dit contre préparation yo ka fait.
C'est temps créole, c'est temps pour manger et puis boire. Ça qui Dominique saké là. So ni tout vendors là, yo line up déjà, yo ka fait training et puis food handlers, nous ka ni meeting et puis yo pour just faire ça nous pour faire pour petit village créole. Like c'est pour music entertainment, moi que nous ka ni tout entertainment ou Dominique. So we have Dominique ni traditional, any modern, any bouillon, any lot business là nous ka parler code il ke fait nettoyer but nous ke ni ça à Creole là. Nous ke ni c'est big axe, gros axe ou ka vini pour Creole festival carnival nous ke ni na asu Adida Paksa. Nous avons also ni bagay ko Zafa yo ka kies a kids zone. So tout bagay kids Zafa aime pour bon si castle bubble fun choo-choo train ride et puis tout manger Dominique coconut tablet bagay ko ça iki a kids zone.
Et dit nan sala activité ti village créole qui est plus gros.
Nan ça c'est plus gros nous ka pour plus space about plus place à botanique jardin because nous savent moun ne size pour tirer ces gonde à sous crab yo pas ça fait ça là yo ka du bout so nous ni place pour size cote side bagay comme ça pour bench pour nous savent nous ni senior citizens yo les you know just assist pour un moment nous ka nous réfléchir catch les comme ça and nous ka dit ça c'est pour nous so c'est même pas nous pas faire price la plus haut c'est même bagay $10 pour moun $5 gwa moun $5 pour Zafa but si Zafa a bagay l'école had l'école yo peke pay asu pour venir à village créole.
Management Zordiz division Forêt police et puis ministre environnement concerné contre manière moun ka jeter Zordiz en place touriste. Hier, nous voyons la moun jeter Zordiz en Union, Chimay, Bois, Diab et puis Emerald Pool. Management général Solid Waste, Mouché Florian Mitchell parle puis nous.
En moun di nou, yo yon de sac en moun jeter. Ça nous c'est pas habitant nous ka gade qui pop pour Dominique. Nous ni une image que Dominique c'est plus belle pays dans le Caribbean là avec bité comme ça il pas regarder bon pour environnement il pas regarder bon pour image Dominique avec nous qui en les monde même si on était Portsmouth même si on était Cachakou and ensure zodi ou pas jeter zodi tout partout ou mener zodi dans landfill et bien on service voiture solid waste pour ensure zodi vivre en landfill là.
Et des moun là qui paye pour nettoyer qui prend place.
L'argent qui coûte pour faire qualité activité ça là, moun nan qui paye. Si moun nan pas les paye, nous que moun mener moun nan devant le droit et yo ça mande $5,000.
Ça c'est tout à ce nouvelle Creole changer nous en temps cyclone. Côté radio et puis télévision pour information, déboucher toute dalle qui peut caillou. Non monsieur General Jacob changer Dominique c'est paye nous, cadeau nous, au revoir.
And now for today's weather advisory. A ridge pattern is expected to be the dominant feature across the area during the next 24 hours. This, together with a plume of Saharan dust, is expected to result in a relatively dry atmosphere. Patches of clouds moving with the flow are expected to result in occasional cloudy skies with a few showers. An increase in Saharan dust is expected during the period with varying concentrations expected into the weekend. This is expected to result in a decrease in air quality and visibility. People with respiratory sensitivities are advised to take the necessary precautions to avoid complications. Hurricane Leslie, located in the central Atlantic, continues to be monitored. This system is expected to remain over open water and pose no direct threat to the region. Northeasterly swells are expected to persist along the eastern coastline during the next 48 hours. Slight to moderate seas with swells reaching up to 7 feet are expected. Small craft operators and sea bathers along the northern through eastern coast should exercise caution due to onshore breaking wave action. Today's hurricane tip: heed evacuation orders. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Julian Morris. Thanks for watching.